All right. Well, let's jump into this AI trading stuff you sent.
Yeah.
I was looking it over, and
Yeah.
I got to say that Metin Yapıştırıldı really caught my eye.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Metin yapıştırıldı actually means pasted text in Turkish.
Oh, wow.
So it sounds like we might be dealing with some translated material here.
Interesting.
Yeah, adds a whole new dimension to it, don't you think?
For sure. And it makes me even more curious about AI trading as a whole.
Right.
It's everywhere these days.
It is.
Like, it's changing the entire landscape of the financial world.
Absolutely.
But I think it would be good to step back for a sec and really define what we're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
When we say AI trading, what do we actually mean?
Well, I think the core of it is that instead of humans making trading decisions based on, their gut or their
Right.
intuition or whatever it might be.
Yeah, emotion.
Exactly, emotion. We're
Yeah.
now using algorithms and bots to analyze data and make those calls.
I see. So it's about taking the human element out of the equation.
In a way, yeah. It's more about leveraging the power of computers to process information that would be impossible for a human to handle.
That makes sense. And your material actually mentions some specific examples of this, like those grid trading bots.
Oh, yeah, those are a classic example.
So for our listeners who might not be familiar, can you break down how those work?
Sure. Imagine setting up a system where you have buy and sell orders preset at specific price intervals. So basically, the bot automatically buys when the price dips below a certain point and sells when it climbs above another.
So it's like setting up a system that can trade even while you're sleeping.
Exactly. It's all about automation.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And the material also mentions arbitrage, which sounds super complex.
Oh, arbitrage is where AI really shines. It's all about exploiting those tiny price differences that exist for the same asset across different markets.
Hold on, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. So you're saying an algorithm can scan multiple markets simultaneously,
Yeah.
looking for these minuscule price discrepancies.
Precisely. And then it executes trades in a split second to profit from that difference before anyone else can even notice.
That's mind-blowing. So with AI taking over these complicated strategies, does this mean human traders are becoming obsolete?
That's a great question. I wouldn't say obsolete, but their role is definitely evolving. Think of it more like a collaboration between human expertise and AI capabilities.
But the human element is still important.
Absolutely. Remember, we talked about machine learning earlier. These AI systems are constantly learning and adapting based on the data they process.
Right, so human traders can use that insight to fine-tune their strategies, right?
Exactly. They can leverage AI to manage risk in new ways and make more informed decisions overall.
So it's less about replacing human traders and more about giving them powerful new tools.
That's the idea.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
But let's get real for a second. Where could this all go wrong? Your source material did mention some potential risks, right?
Right. Like with any tool, AI trading can be misused or just not fully understood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One risk is over-reliance on algorithms without really grasping the underlying logic.
So you're saying it's not enough to just plug in some numbers and let the AI do its thing?
Exactly. It's crucial to understand the why behind the AI's decisions.
So that you can course correct if something goes wrong.
Exactly. And as these systems become more complex, there's a greater need for continuous oversight and adjustment. Because what works in one market condition might not work in another.
I see. So it's all about staying informed and being able to adapt, right?
Absolutely. Continuous learning is key in the world of AI trading.
This is all so fascinating, and it makes me wonder about the bigger picture. What will AI trading mean for the future of finance? I mean, will access to these sophisticated tools become more widespread, or will it create a new kind of divide?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The potential is definitely there for wider accessibility to these tools,
Right.
but it also requires a certain level of understanding and education to use them effectively.
Almost like a double-edged sword.
Kind of, yeah. The real challenge will be ensuring that knowledge and access are distributed fairly.
And that's a conversation that we need to be having right now as this technology evolves. Because like any innovation, it comes with both immense opportunities and some potential pitfalls.
Exactly. It's a topic that deserves careful consideration as we move forward.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like we've only just scratched the surface of this topic. There's so much more to explore and discuss.
There is. For anyone listening who wants to dive deeper, I highly recommend checking out the resources mentioned in the material we discussed today.
Good advice. Because this field is evolving so rapidly, staying informed is absolutely crucial.
Couldn't agree more. It's a truly fascinating space to watch.
Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
I hope so.
And for those listening, Keep those questions coming. We'll do our best to keep digging into this and bringing you the latest insights. Until next time.
See ya.